because I was raised by family men.
Yes.
You know, my grandfather, Hiawatha, my father, like these were people that, you know, family was important to them, and it's also very important to me.
Go ahead, Ruben.
Hey, how y'all doing out there? I got some old crazy news for y'all. We must be living in the end of times. Cause people coming up with these ridiculous rumors, even though Angie Stone just passed. But even when she was alive, people been saying that her son don't look nothing like D'Angelo. And seeing how D'Angelo didn't show up to the funeral, that got people asking more questions. The latest rumor is Angie Stone's son went off on D'Angelo and let him know it's a possibility that he might not be his real father. People already knowing that she spent time with Ruben Studdard, but he was way younger than her. But at the same time, so was D'Angelo, and they claiming that that's her son's father. Now you got people out here spreading rumors that Ruben Studdard is Swaybo Twain's real father. Y'all need to let me know if y'all see the resemblance, and be honest in the comment section, because this boy Swaybo Twain losing his mind about his mother passing away, and the last thing he need is more rumors on top of all the other madness that's going on surrounding his mother. Angie Stone let it be known she had a relationship with D'Angelo, but she acting like she can't stand that man. Was that really her baby daddy?
Of course, D'Angelo and I were very good friends. But I need for you to know that as wonderful as that friendship has been, it came with a lot of challenges. And I'll tell you the nature of the industry based on a secret that I recently found out from someone who is credible, that let me in on some things that I didn't know even up until lately. And I have to tell you, it was shocking just to find out. But in any event, I will share them with you and let you know the devil don't play fair.
People don't know what to believe right now. I'm going to believe everything that Angie Stone said because she was a very honest person. And for people to be saying that she was sleeping around in the entertainment business, if she can turn down Idris Elba, I know she could have turned down Ruben Studdard and a whole bunch of other people out there. So y'all need to keep Angie name out y'all mouth. Like I said, her son already going through enough. He making videos in hotel rooms. He going crazy. He don't know what to do without his mama. Can you imagine having a superstar for a mother that always provided, always made sure he had food on the table, a whole lot of food at that? What he gonna do? He gonna slim down without his mama. I don't know if that's gonna be a good thing or a bad thing, but either way, he ain't doing too good, man. Y'all need to see these videos and pray for this young man. Y'all don't think D'Angelo his father, because he don't look like D'Angelo, but D'Angelo don't look like D'Angelo no more. So what y'all got to say about that? Keep Angie name out your mouth. Y'all need to see this.
It's going. Like, this morning, like 6 in the morning, I'm still get up on the early schedule, and like, damn, she ain't called me. You know, that fucks with me every day. Like, she don't call me in the morning, so I go. I'm in my phone. I'm like listening to some voicemails she sent me. All that, like, you know, she gone. You know, this one time, you know, I wasn't there. And I think that's what hurt. Like, 'cause I always be there. I always be there. been going back and forth with that shit so long, it'll be this person and that person. Whoever from New York, they want to say who it was. And I'm like, and I used to tell my mama, like, man, fuck that shit. Like, but she was serious about that shit. Like, she was like, no, I'm not letting that shit go. Like, motherfuckers not gonna just try to erase me out of history. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like, these people like snapping that shit, but it's like, damn, like I would have loved to see her get that solace, bro. Like just that solace of knowing people recognize her for what she did, bro. She gon' run for the train anywhere, for sure, for sure. There was things I know. I'm just, you know, and motherfuckers around, like fake ass friends, family, you know, like just bullshit people, you know, was taking this moment for an attention moment, you know. I seen it. We all seen it. Your actions were on full display. Full display. But no more. Y'all folks do not get to use. You don't get to take advantage. You don't get to abuse my mother's kindness, my heart no more. Shit is done. So I hope y'all got your shit off the last 2 weeks.
I'm so glad I made this video to stop the rumors, to let people know how ridiculous they sound when they say things about Angie Stone kids. Y'all going on and on about how Angie Stone knocked her daughter's teeth out. That was so long ago. Y'all need to get over it. Angie gone. We all got to move on. We all got to find something better to do with our time. And really, I'm making this video to ask y'all to pray for her son, pray for her daughters, pray for her real family and friends out there, because they gonna need it. And it's gonna be more rumors coming along. They going on and on about the crash. She wasn't in the van. People don't know what really happened, but justice will be served, even if it take 10, 20 years from now. Nipsey Hussle just now getting justice. Big U got locked up. Who else is it? Yella Beezy just got sentenced for the Mo 3 murder. So it may not look like justice being served right now, but eventually it will. You got clout chasers online going on and on for hours about Angie Stone. Y'all need to listen at this.
But before, and if you hear noise, it's because I'm out and about, you guys, so I'm not in my studio. So just know that might hear noise. It might get a little, these people are driving crazy over here. But I think I'm pulled in further enough so I don't have to worry about nobody, you know, anyway. But so let's get into this, man. First of all, somebody sent me a video about the truck driver, which is something I already knew, but I appreciate you sharing that with me. And this video is stating that the truck driver quit his job and his wife said he's gone missing. Now, I don't know if that's true. You guys don't know if that's true. But what I do know is that sometimes when you're dealing with such a high priority situation like this, some people purposely kind of put themselves out of the way so that they don't have to deal with the media and people asking them a million questions. Okay? So I don't personally believe he's gone. He's disappeared, or nobody can find him. I believe that's by design. That's my belief. Okay. Let's get into the morning of that accident. That morning, I got a text from somebody in the circle, and they said Angie is dead. And I was like, oh, you know. I was like, what? And I was in disbelief. And then I called her, and Actually, this was actually Juanita Wynn. It was Juanita Wynn. I try not to, my people in my circle, sometimes, I might not mention a name, and sometimes I will mention a name. It just depends. But so Juanita texted me, and she said, her exact words, and it was 9 in the morning. So she said, Angie's dead. And I was like, damn. I was like, what? And I couldn't believe it, so I was shocked. So I called her, and she said it, and I started crying. She had a whole bunch of calls coming in, so she had to get off the phone. I get another phone call, and that was that said person I was talking about yesterday, right? I mean, the said person I was talking about on part 3 called me, and that said person was talking to me, and everything was still in the mix. The best time to catch something when it's happening is the reason why when police are doing investigations, they have that first 48 hours because they know all the information is fresh and everything is more organic, and they're going to get more straight up answers from people, right? So, mind you, this had just happened. So everybody was at the hospital. So when this said person, that's the sleeper cell I was talking about, called me, we started talking, and she started telling me about the accident. She started giving me detail. I was like, what happened? And she started telling me, and I was like, damn. And I started asking questions. Well, who, what, and and who was you, what, and who was sitting where, and where, and the details started to unfold. And certain things didn't make sense to me even right then, even to her. She was saying to me, something don't make sense. She even told me that later on, I'll talk about that. But anyway, so she's telling me what happened, and I'm like, dang, that's crazy. And, this person got hurt. Everybody else is alive. Angie's gone. I said, damn, that's weird. I was like, it's kind of weird. I said, damn, Angie's the only person that passed away? Yeah. So she was like, yeah. She's like, and she was saying that stories didn't match, that one person was saying this. Somebody said they had held Angie. The other person said they were the ones that held Angie, was like lifted her up or something like that, man. And I was like, well, what's the story? And she was just like, I don't know. She said, nobody know. First of all, she was saying everybody in the van didn't know anything. She said, well, they can't remember nothing. That's what she said. She said, well, nobody can remember anything. And I said, well, dang. I said, well, that's kind of strange. And the ones that did say something, the stories were conflicting with each other. One person said they did this. The other person said that they did that, right? And I thought that was interesting. Now, in the middle of her telling me these stories, sorry, you guys, here looking all crazy. Anyway, in the middle of her telling me these stories, she said something strange, man. Like, the detectives were in the hospital. I could hear them talking in the background. I couldn't make out, but I don't even think they knew she was on that phone. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think that the detectives knew that she was on the phone, because if they were, I don't even think they would have been talking to her or saying certain stuff. But I could hear the guys in the background, and she ended up saying she was gonna step outside or something like that. But so she started saying some of the strangest. She started saying, she said, she said, and the driver, that's what she said. She said, and the driver, I said, and I'm crying. Now, mind you, this whole time we're talking, I'm crying at full speed. I'm crying at level 10, you guys. I'm screaming. I'm honestly, like, I haven't cried like this since my mom passed and my dad. So she said, you're on speaker. I said, I don't give up. I didn't care who was hearing me cry. And so she steps outside, I think, or outside of the area where anybody can hear her talking. She said, yeah, and the driver's acting kind of weird and stuff. That's what she said to me. Said something about his eyes was doing something. Then she said, then he acting all funny and because his girl is here with him, right? I said, what? She said, he's acting kind of, I said, what does that have to do with, I said, Angie just passed. What does that have to do with it? She says, I'm just saying, because just a week ago, he's talking about eating my ass. I was like, whoa. So it kind of, that shocked me. I was like, well, damn, where did that come from? Like, because I didn't expect to hear that. So I was like, damn, that's kind of weird. Now, it didn't dawn on me at that moment what that person said to me, but I still found it to be strange that that person said that to me. I said, damn, I wonder why she would tell me that, right? So I was like, all right, cool. Fast forward to the next day, I'm getting other calls and stuff in the circle, and I find out this said person was the one that set up the whole, getting the Sprinter, right? So that kind of messed me up, because then I started to replay. Well, that's kind of weird. If you got the Sprinter, like think about what I'm saying, you guys. If you this up, excuse my language. If you knew this guy's got a rap sheet of like 80-page rap sheet of all kinds of shit that he's done. His rap sheet of, felonies and all kind. I mean, the shit is long. Y'all can go look it up and find it for yourself. But if you knew this dude didn't have license, if you knew this dude was already a criminal, if you knew this dude was dark-seated cat, why would you use this guy? Why was it not Angie's original driver that would always drive her? Why was it this guy that never, ever drove her? Why would it not be the original driver that she had used through the years? Why this guy? That's what my question was to the circle. Why was this guy the choice? So now, you guys, and this is coming within the circle. I'm not telling you nothing. I'm not saying allegedly or none of this. This is coming within the circle. Now, there's an argument. Now, there's an inner argument on who rented the Sprinter. What person? Now, this person is saying they weren't the ones to rent the Sprinter. Everybody's retracting and backing up on this shit, right? Everybody is retracting and backing up on this now. I didn't rent the Sprinter. It was you. No, you rented the Sprinter. No, it was you. Now, everybody's wondering why no one has spoken. And in the next video, there's some things I'm going to show you. So we're going to go over Angie's percentages and stuff and what she was getting from her. We're gonna go over her percentages and what she was getting from with her publishing, with some of her original agreements, and we're gonna, I'm gonna talk about that. We're gonna go over the percentages and stuff as far as what she was getting in ownership of her publishing, right? We're gonna get to that maybe on the next video, right? But I'm gonna finish this out a little bit. So there's the argument within the circle, right, about who rented that Sprinter. Now, the said person that I know that has something to do with renting of the Sprinter, the same said person that said the dude said that she was tripping. It's almost like she was mad that the dude brought his girl to the hospital. Or the girl showed up, because that's what she said. The dude's girlfriend showed up, and I guess he was acting funny. And why would he be acting funny? I mean, you guys, I don't know. You guys tell me your thoughts. Why would he be acting funny? Because maybe he didn't want his girl to know that him and said person in our circle and the circle have been having some sort of either phone calls, intimate phone calls, or maybe they had messed around with each other. Whatever the case may be, there's something there. Because why would it be told to me? I will repeat exactly verbatim what this said person said to me. He's acting funny. Who? The driver. Yeah, acting all funny and stuff. Yeah, but just a week ago, he was telling me that he wanted to eat my ass and all that. So why, who has conversations like this? Men or women, who has conversations like this if there's not a situation going on with the both of those persons? If those two people didn't have something going on, why would that be told to me? Why would that be such a concern to that person when that dude's girl is there at the hospital with him? I'm just saying. Making sense, man. That's not making sense. Now, I reached out to the detective in Alabama to try to, share this information. They haven't hit me back. I think I got a missed phone call from them, because I feel like this is vital information, you guys. Think about what I'm saying. The sleeper cell, the same person is still around the family. I'm sure that person didn't share with the family what she said to me. I'm sure that person did not tell the family what they told me that morning. Yeah. And the crazy part about this person is, the same time after we were talking that whole day, because we were back on the phone again, they drove back out to the location for themselves. I don't know why. They told me they were just going to see, to make sense of it, right? So they drove back to the location to look at everything. And that said person was telling me, well, I drove back down there. She had one of the people that was in the van get in there with her, and they drove back to look at the location. Why would you do that? I mean, I probably would have done it too, but being that that person was connected to the driver, why would that person drive back over there to look at the location?
He sure do a lot of talking. Whoever that is, he might be the reason why Angie Stone was broke. Y'all gotta let me know. Do y'all feel like D'Angelo is Angie Stone's son's father? Cause I believe so. If Angie said he the pappy, he the pappy. And with that being said, do y'all believe that Ruben Studdard is his real father? They say the boy got a stuttering problem. I ain't heard him stutter not one time, but he sure do look like Ruben. Y'all gonna have to let me know. And don't be spreading no rumors out there, man. I want to give a special shout out to all of the people that left them positive comments in the comment section. I really do appreciate every last one of y'all for showing me some love, supporting the channel, and let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. Do y'all feel like any of these rumors got a little bit of truth to it? Do y'all feel like any of these rumors make any sense to y'all? Because it don't make no sense to me. People get online, be talking crazy on Twitter, Instagram, you name it. It's all different types of rumors out here. But why they coming at her son's head like that? Because he don't look like D'Angelo. Maybe he look more like his mother. He took after her. He ain't take after D'Angelo like that. That don't mean Ruben Studdard it. Y'all need to cut that out. Let me know how y'all feel about this in the comment section though. And don't be disrespecting Angie Stone. She ain't never been no hoe. I don't recall her walking nowhere in the summer. She ain't got a whole bunch of kids by a whole bunch of different rappers.
Subscribe to my channel if that's what you want. But if that's not what you like, then you must be a punk. Hold on.